Hello everybody, Cyrix here, and I am going to start playing through Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders. I kind of debated on which version to do. As you can see, I have a couple versions there on SCUMM. The one I played when I was a kid, and even still playing in SCUMM, it is nothing like playing it on the Commodore. But I did play it on the Commodore 64. Version 1 is also available on DOS. That would probably be pretty close to what I am familiar with. Version 2 does have some graphical updates, and then we have right up above the FM Towns version, which has an enormous amount of graphics updates. And we're not going to play that version because I kind of want a little bit of nostalgia. So we are going to be playing the Commodore 64 version, version 1 of Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders. And there's not a whole lot to say about it. It is the second game that they did after Maniac Mansion. It is using the SCUMM engine, and I think in this game they really developed a lot more of the SCUMM engine. So there is a lot more, but it's still the same sort of verb, use this on this sort of thing. So if you liked Maniac Mansion, then you will hopefully like this. It's a little bit more bizarre, and we will see that. There is obviously no voice acting because this is on the Commodore. I will probably not voice word for word every single piece of dialogue on the screen, but I will probably generalize some of it. That said, let's give it a shot. See how it goes. Let me bind my mouse to the screen because this is a game that needs it. I think I can do that. Yes, I can. Let's give it a try. Yes, we are LucasFilm games, back before they were LucasArts. So we are Zak. We are a tabloid reporter. He is not happy with his job. He would much rather be doing something a little bit more meaningful with his life, and he's a tabloid reporter, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, make up stories that aren't stupid. You're still a tabloid reporter. So we do have a ticket to Seattle. He wants to know about the two-headed squirrel that has been attacking campers. And while we're there, the first UFO sighting was on Mount Rainier. And then, yes, occasionally Zak talks to the camera. Sort of a thing where he just talks to the audience. And here we have our first cutscene, which is the intro to the game, and I will shut up because it's kind of neat. Excellent Commodore 64 audio. Hey, that was our intro. Wow, what a dream. I should make a drawing of the map that I saw. Yes, we did see a map. It's kind of hard to tell that it was a map, but we saw that on the face of Mars. But this is our intro, or our interface rather. The intro really, when you've played the game before, all of that makes sense. When you haven't played the game, that makes no sense, and it's just, what the hell? So, it had been a while since I've played this game, but unfortunately I did kind of fail to record a proper version of the video. I did it without any narration whatsoever. So we might be going a little bit faster than usual as I sit here wandering around the bedroom. Yeah, unfortunately I did a really decent set of videos for this, and I later found out that I recently formatted my computer and did not set my microphone as the alternative audio source. So that is a problem. But so we're still going to play through this. But a lot of this is, you don't know you need it until you really, really need it, and that kind of is silly to go back and get the items later, so let's just pick up everything we can see. First off, what I will mention is that this is one of the early LucasFilm games where you do not get a notification that you are hovering over an interactable object. So, for instance, I'm hovering over the fishbowl here, nothing changes down here. You have to use what is, and then it shows you everything you're hovering over. So, kind of annoying. But let's go ahead and pick up, we don't want to pick up the bed, we want to pick up the sushi in fishbowl. Sushi is the name of our fish. Weird name. Come with me, Sushi. Actually, can we, I think we're going to open up the drawer here. There is a thing here. We can pick up whatever this is, which is our phone bill. And I will accidentally inch downward and miss the double click to it. There we go. Close our drawer. Related to the phone bill, let's use the phone. Unfortunately, that uses the answering machine. There we go. 911. 1. Yeah, it doesn't tell us, but we can't. Let's hang this up really quick, because that's going to get annoying. Let's use the, no, not the plant receiver. Oh, come on. Use the receiver on the telephone. I'll hang it up. Yes, thank you, Zach. Okay, so yeah, it does have kind of a very, very early SCUMM interface, which is to be expected. This is version 1 of the second SCUMM game they made. I may actually, if I can, I may kind of show the intro to the FM Towns version, which is for this sort of game kind of HD-ish. But for right now, no. Let's go ahead and open, yeah, open. Cool. I picked the right keyboard command to do that. I'm going to try not to do that, but open the desk drawer. And of course we see an item in here, and if we click on it, it is the kazoo. Pick that up as well. And close the drawer. Now we can use what is and see that there is a thing here, a plastic card. At least what they did with this version is, if you're in what is mode, you can click on an object, like the plastic card, and it kind of locks it in as the noun that you're going to use. So we can just go to pick up. And it changes to pick up, and click on it again to lock in. Sadly, oh no, we pushed it way underneath the desk. Not helpful. Can we turn off this clock? It's kind of annoying. I actually don't know if we can. Oh, we can. Neat. Can we open up the blind here? Nope, that's the desk. Can we close the window shade? Oh, okay. We don't want to do that. Let's not do that. We open the window shade over here. No. Okay. Well, okay. Walk 2 is the base action you're going to get. So, what else can we do? There are things we can do, but I don't know if I want to do them. The one thing I do want to do is, you can see there's kind of a little bit of a an L over here. Can't really tell what it is, but if you click on it, it's torn wallpaper. We do need to make a map of the, well, we do have to record the map that we saw in our dreams, so torn wallpaper is probably going to be the closest we can get in an adventure game, so let's pick it up. Let's just tear that wallpaper right off. And open up our door to go into the rest of the apartment. And here we are. So we have a TV. Turn on the TV, but it does not have any controls. But meanwhile, in a secret room, I just talked to the king. He said that the machine is working perfectly. Yeah, working perfectly. He said that in just a few more days, all the Earthlings will be stupider than we are. Yeah, stupider than we are. I think you've been hanging around the machine too long. Yeah, too long. I think I need a new partner. Yeah, new partner. See ya. So there's a secret room somewhere. Kind of remember the see ya. That might come into play later. But yeah, we can't turn on the TV. You can see that there's a sensor here. Infrared sensor. So this game it came out in the, I think in the late 80s. And of course they had remote controls, but this is back when they probably weren't as common. So this is supposed to be the future. Of course now, I think at some point the game is going to date itself and it's still going to be way, like in the past. It'll be like 2000 or something like that, as some of these games do. But if I lose my remote control, well, I know where it is generally. It's probably under the couch cushion. And fortunately, there it is. Not the seat cushion, but the remote control. Let's pick that up. Alright. Actually, let's use the kazoo just for the hell of it. We have a very weird rendition of Pop Goes the Weasel, and that is the only song Zach knows. Fortunately, it's the only song that we care about. Actually, we could probably just play no song, and that would be good enough. Okay, well, let's turn on the remote control. Like, we turn on the remote control, is that what we do? That doesn't work. Let's use the remote control. I wonder why it's not working. Well, our TV is broken. So being an IT person, the first thing I would think of when things aren't working is, well, did you restart it? Well, it's off, so no luck there. Is it plugged in? Well, I don't know. If we pick up the seat cushion, we will find that it is in fact not plugged in. So let's use that power cord in the power outlet, which is kind of Zach's crotch right there, but okay. There we go. It is plugged in, and if we use the remote control, we will get some information. This is Lori Amore. There are Yale co-eds in Mars. Oh, wait, but first, Annie Laris. And she does look familiar. She looks very familiar. Where have I seen her before? Well, you saw her in your dream. Our quest for a greater understanding of the past can make a greater world for today. We need artifacts in our 14th Avenue drop slot. Good to know to kind of like file away in your memory in case you find some artifacts. And we go back to Mars. We have Melissa. What does Melissa have to say? She says, hello. Why have you traveled all the way to Mars? Our dreams told us to, or with an alien told us to convert our vehicle into a spaceship and to fly to Mars. Well, that makes perfect sense. So here we are. And have you received the instructions? Well, no, we haven't talked to any intelligent beings. But we're willing to wait. And I have to go refill my oxygen level. And this will keep on going, but I'm going to walk away from it. But we had a dream about Mars also, so it's a little weird. Let's go ahead and pick up some more items, because this is an adventure game and you want to pick up everything you can possibly pick up. Like the knife. And there is a cabinet here, and that's actually useful. In here we have a box of crayons. Pick those up. Only one yellow crayon left. And there is some sort of story going on up here if you want to read it. I don't want to read it because I'm too busy doing things to complete the game, but there is a little bit of information about the story going on there. You may actually recognize something, but I'm not going to mention it because we will absolutely figure it out later. So the very first thing that Zach told us to do at the start of the game was to take a copy of the map that he saw in his dream. And now that we have a crayon and some wallpaper, let's go ahead and use the yellow crayon on the wallpaper. And he just says, I drew the map from my dream on it. And if we read it, I think we actually do see it. Yes. This is pretty much the map that we saw. And right now, everything is a question mark. And it will be for a while. So, no expectations to have that any different anytime soon. Like Maniac Mansion, let's go ahead and open up the refrigerator. Fortunately, one item, and it's the one item we need. Let's pick up the egg, and well, why not? Let's leave the refrigerator open. Also, you can see a key over here. Pick that up. Some of these things are not necessarily required to complete the game. And I'm the type of person who likes to attempt to speed run adventure games. So as I'm going through this, I'm thinking of all the things that I don't really need to do. And maybe I'll make a really, really short video that's like a single episode of me beating this in like 20 minutes. I don't know. Probably not. So our problem is, our first problem is that we have a plastic card over here that we shoved underneath the desk because we tried to do it without any assistance. If we go over here, can we even? Yeah, plastic card, pick up. It's way under the desk. By now we have items. We have a butter knife. So let's go ahead and use the butter knife with the plastic card. Yay, it's my cash card. I don't know if I actually read this before, but we could not use the phone. If we read the phone bill, it's $1,138. They have cut off our service. Let me try, out of curiosity, use the phone. Was it 1135? Nothing. Okay. Use receiver on telephone, please. Did I read that wrong? Read phone bill 1138. Okay, I fail. Let's try it one more time. There aren't any messages because I clicked the wrong thing. 113. And 1138 is a reference to a Lucas movie. And I couldn't remember the number, so I fail. But still nothing. Okay, we're getting nowhere here. I will hang it up. Okay, please do. And let's venture outside, because we are done. There is a universal stupidity epidemic going on, and the news reporter is kind of getting a little, like, I don't know, dumb. And not really knowing what she's talking about. Also, good to know. Let's open the door. Let's get out of our apartment. This probably only happened once, but Zach does go ahead and do a quick sweep of his apartment. He shuts off the TV, he forgot to close the fridge, and now he will leave. Yes, we cannot leave things in a disarray in our own apartment. Okay, so the first thing we come to, we cannot go any further to the left. We have Le Bakery. And there is a sign. You can read the sign. Closed for service, push doorbell. Well, okay. I would like some service. We're closed and we're out of fresh bread anyways. It doesn't seem good for a business to be closed and out of bread. I would like to complain about this. Listen, you don't want the bread we have left. Go away. Well, you're a bakery. It is clearly daytime. Give me some bread. Okay, you asked for it. Sweet. That is some unpleasant bread. Can we push this again out of curiosity? Nothing. Okay. Let's take this stale bread, which has left a hole in the ground. So this is our mailbox. A little bit of spoiler because it doesn't matter. The small key that we picked up inside of our apartment opens up this mailbox, but it will be white if we have anything, or if we need to mail anything, and we have no use of either. So let's go ahead and continue on. There is TPC, which is the phone company. Let's go in there actually. There's a odd-looking guy over here. There is no talk to icon. We can read the sign. Please pay bills here. Our bill is a lot of money and I really don't want to. So, the phone is a minor thing anyways, so let's not do that. There's also a payphone here, but I really don't know what that's used for. So let's skip it. Also, a piece of paper here. Pick that up. It's an application. We read the application. It is the King Fan Club. Don't delay, join today. Tum-de-dum was the guy talking. Well, we want to join. Of course we want to join the King Fan Club, so let's use our yellow crayon to fill out the application. It's all filled out, and the postage is prepaid. Excellent. Good enough for me. Nothing else we can do here, but when we leave... See ya. clearly a coincidence. But we have a filled out application that we have to mail, so now we do need to make use of that small key. Let's use a small key in our mailbox. Let's use the application with the mailbox. Automatically closes and locks. That's pretty good. Hello, can we close the store? Oh, we can. Alright. No real point. There's a bus to SFO, which is the San Francisco... I can't talk. San Francisco Airport. But if we open it, the bus driver will not open it for us. So, we gotta... And he's sleeping. Nice guy. Sleeping on the job. Let's continue on to 14th Avenue. And if you remember, 14th Avenue was where the woman was wanting artifacts. Convenient because there's really only 2 outside San Francisco outdoor scenes. So that's good. In fact, this is the place where we would go to. Society for Ancient Wisdom, deposit artifacts in slots. In addition to that, we have a hair salon. And Lose Loans, which I guess is some sort of pawn shop. Can we read the sign? I've never actually read that, I don't think. We buy almost anything from almost anyone. Well, let's go inside. Because we have our cash card now, and if we read the cash card, somehow this tells us we have $12,250. That will get us through most of the game. If I was gonna try and maybe route a speedrun of this game, I would probably have to work within that amount, but we can kind of get around that. What am I going to do here? So we can buy a lot of things. And a lot of them aren't necessary to complete the game depending on how you want to go at the puzzles. But we're going to go see a few puzzles that we probably don't need to get into. Either way, let's go buy these nose glasses. Now remember, in the dream, we had a pair of nose glasses and a hat chase us into a ginormous pair of nose glasses. So already a little weird. So we have purchased that. Let's go ahead and buy the hat too, because it's right there. It does look a little, or does that look different? I guess it doesn't really look that different from our dream. So might as well take both of those. Here is my cash card. You are welcome. We do a little beep. Here you go. What do we need? What else do we need? We do need to buy the golf club. And none of this you will really know until you come up with a puzzle, but even I played this game when I was a little kid and I got nowhere in this game. I still bought everything. And you're okay, you're totally okay if you buy everything. We want to buy the toolkit. $45. Here's my cash card, etc. Here you go. So we could buy a guitar, but I'm not going to because we've already started on the path of a more difficult solution to the puzzle that requires a guitar. I'll mention it later. This thing here, which I guess is a mixer or a sewing machine, we can't do, it's not even an interactable object. Yeah, we can't do anything with that. Wetsuit, on the other hand, yeah, we need that. I want to buy the wetsuit. Come over here and we do this whole thing again, $145. Here is my cash card. And it is the last wetsuit with transparent gloves. The gloves are important. I think you are also able to buy this other oh, I guess not. Well, apparently transparent gloves are important. So again, I'm going to go through this kind of doing things that don't really make a lot of sense. You know, why would you need to do this now at this point in the game? Well, you don't really need to. But this game is a lot of really weird puzzles that you would not really expect you need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do a lot of them just ahead of time. We've got a toolkit, so let's open it up. And we get suddenly a whole bunch of extra things in our inventory. One of them being wire cutters. If we were playing the DOS version of this game, this entire screen would be annoying because this would be buzzing electricity. But we have a bobby pin sign. Let's go ahead and use some wire cutters on that. Or not. Yeah, let's just remove that. Now, kind of interesting. I did not know this at one point, but I figured it out eventually. She wants artifacts in this drop slot. If we were to, for example, give the bobby pin sign with the slot, it's too big. Okay, what can we use? What did I use before? The hat? Use the hat in the drop slot? Actually, I don't even know if I want to use that. Steel bread. Yes, that should be safe. That's too big. Cash card? Absolutely not. What can we use? What can we use? Aha, this I know we can use. Use the phone bill with the door. No, use the phone bill with the drop slot. And close the drop slot. We have given away an item. There are items that will fill up that slot, and they're required to get off of this screen, well, out of San Francisco. I've never tried to put them in there, but it probably makes the game unwinnable. There are very few places where you can make the game unwinnable, but that is one of them, I believe. Now I'm actually kind of curious, but I also don't want to give away what we need for the next couple of areas. So we have lost our phone bill for now. Well, the only thing that we have that can make music, if we bought the guitar, I'm pretty sure we can't use it. So that's not going to help us. We could use the kazoo. Hey, what are you doing waking me up? I guess you want to go to the airport. Well, that's what you're here for. Come aboard? Certainly. And cash card for everything. This was probably before credit cards were super common. For everything. Back in these times, you probably wouldn't use your credit card to buy a cup of coffee. Well, we have a guy over here. Would you like to buy a book on enlightenment? Well, of course. Because we need everything. Give our cash card to the devotee. That'll be $42. It's a very pricey book. And of course, he has a cash card reader. May you find true enlightenment. Unfortunately, we're going to hear this little chimey thing. Let's do a quick read on the book. How to raise your consciousness and lower your golf scores. By a guru in Nepal, and that kind of skipped away. So very briefly, we're going to go through a bunch of airports. There's a bunch of international and national travel involved in this game. And we will go through airports, and we have to use the reservations terminal to buy a ticket. Then we go into the gate. Fortunately, our boss wants us to go to Seattle, and that is, he already gave us a ticket. So we don't even have to use this. If we use it, we will refund the ticket. because this is back in the days where you could get a 100% refund if you decide you don't want to use a ticket. That does not work today, I assure you. So let's just go right ahead into the airport gates. You are late. I'll show you to your seat. Well, we took our sweet time in San Francisco. I do apologize. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard this speech before, so we'll cut it short. I wish they would do that in real life. In the likely event of a water landing, seat cushion may be used as a flotation device. Oxygen masks should appear, but don't count on it. Never seen that on a plane yet. Enjoy your flight. I have a feeling I won't. And so here we are on our plane to Seattle. I was going to say, I hope that goes quiet soon. Here is your meal. We have our meal. If we skim down, we have a very typical airplane meal of peanuts. I recently had the very odd opportunity to fly first class and did not get peanuts. It was kind of neat. Actually, I don't think they would give you peanuts anyways because of the whole allergy thing. But for right now, I'm going to hit spacebar because there is a timed event here, and we are running out of time. Actually, we're way over time. So, for now, I'm going to call this a video. I do hope you have enjoyed the start of Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders. And I hope to see you in the next video. It's not a super long game, but it'll go on for a little while. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you then.